Hello crafters, Gareth and G's Creations, and welcome to today's video. You may recognise this one from a previous tutorial. I will make it pop out now so you can click onto it. I done this tutorial earlier on in the year, and I showed this one as well, which is one done for Christmas, and I was asked by quite a few of you to do a tutorial on it to show you how it was done. So I'm going to do this for you today. This is another one that I did, but the tutorial for this is the way I done this, is the same that I did this bird, and the tutorial for this bird is coming up. So the technique that you'll see in this video for this bird is the same as I did on this particular one here. So you'll see that coming up pretty soon. So I've got my polystyrene form, which is kind of egg shaped, and I've got an old book which I'm going to utilize, and I've got a 1-inch EK Success paper punch, and it's a 1-inch circle scallop circle punch, and I've got some pearl head white pins. So I am literally just going to go around and pop out tons of these 1-inch circles, because I'm not too sure how many I'm going to need. Now you could, if you wanted to, you could distress these with vintage photo. I'm not going to, because this particular book has got some yellowing to it already, so there's no point. I'm just going to cut these pieces away so I can access the middle of the book pages. Okay, so I've got all those there, plus I've got some here left over from when I did the first one. So what I do is, you'll need 4 for this base, and you need to do them so they are mirroring each other. See how I've got them almost touching, but they're overlapping the narrowest part of the polystyrene form. And then I'm going to pop 2 pearl head pins into those 2, just so they overlap slightly like that, so they meet. And then we're going to do the same thing on the 2 other edges, but making sure that they overlap. See, if I put it there, it is overlapping the previous 2 slightly, so I'm going to do that and pop in a pin, and the same on this side. And then what we do is then we start our second row, and we overlap the first row slightly, put our pin in, overlapping all the time. I chose a 1-inch circle because if you use a 2-inch or anything higher than a 1-inch, the circles are too big, and the flaps they flap around too much, and then you need to start gluing down and so forth. And I really didn't want to use glue, because if you want to, you could utilize these another time. So I just need to put one there. You could utilize these polystyrene forms come Easter. So if you don't stick anything down with hot glue, I mean, I'm probably going to use hot glue on the top, as I did with this one. But again, even with that, you really don't need to glue things down. You could unpick these come Easter and then use them again at Easter time. Now, these particular polystyrene forms are available in my store. I'll have a link to my store that pops out now. So all I'm doing is literally overlapping the previous ones. So you see where those ones end? I'm putting a piece, it's overlapping, and then I'm putting a pearl head pin in the center. And I will continue to do that all the way up to the top. So I'm just going to do a few more with you, and then I will fast forward this, because otherwise it's just like watching paint dry. One thing to note is that the further you get up the egg, because it widens, your spaces in between will get wider, but that's not a problem. I'll show you what I do once I do this row. Again, you literally just cover it up with the next layer. Right, coming to the end of this particular layer, so then I'll be starting a new one. Right, you see where it's not quite meeting? I will put another piece there, pop you in. See where it's not meeting? Pop a piece there, pin it. Same here. So obviously the further you go up the polystyrene form, the gaps in between will be wider, but all you do is you simply place your next piece on your next layer in that gap. Okay, as you can see, I'm almost at the top, and you just literally overlap and fill them in. Now, according to the timer on my camera, we are at just over 12 minutes. So it's taken about 12 minutes for me to do this. So they don't take long at all. Now, I'm not going to decorate the top or anything, because all you need to do is you put your embellishments on and you glue a hook on. I just wanted to show those people that had asked me how to do the overlapping and to create this this ornament. And in fact, I could turn this up the other way, put it in a bed of moss, and I could use it for Easter as an Easter egg. So again, you get multi-seasonal decor out of one piece. I've got some pumpkin polystyrene forms, and just because they're pumpkin shaped doesn't mean that they can't be turned into Christmas baubles. So in theory, you could do the same thing with these. So I'm just going to have a go, see how well it works. So I'm just going to have a go to see how well this works, because yes, they're pumpkin shaped, but once you cover them, you're not going to see what shape they are. So it works on the pumpkins polystyrene forms that I sell as well. So there we go. And then all I did was I glued on some leaves. These were available, they're sold out now. Some like foam berries, bit of twine for the hook, and there you go. So that's how you make these, and you can use other shaped polystyrene forms. So that's today's video. Thank you for requesting it. I'm happy to do things that you want to see. Take care, and I will see you again very soon with another Christmas craft. Soon be time to start saying Merry Christmas. Take care, guys. Bye bye now.